This is the brand new Gravity Stick Mini Kit. We decided very early on, after the original gravity sticks, which are about 140 mil long, I said, please, we got to make a smaller size. So the Gravity Stick Mini, I tend to refer to as the Gravity Stick 120. They're about 120 mil long, and it was never a case of just, chop the head off the big one and reform the eyes. We went back to the drawing board because Henry, I was insistent with Mads that we make that long distant casting ability absolute paramount, obviously with the way they fish, but I need these lures, the smaller ones, the smaller profile, to punch into the wind. And then we said, hang on, how about making a pack like this so the angler can walk into a shop or go on a website and literally buy a packet and go fishing, because we've included a couple of hooks, one with belly weight, one without, couple of weight spikes, couple of rattles. These hooks are designed specifically to fish with these smaller size of gravity sticks, and again, you've got the larger eye on the hook to allow for a lure clip and free movement. I love options. I've got the larger gravity sticks, and I can come down in size for a smaller profile with the new Gravity Stick Mini. These are so my kind of lures. We thought long and hard about the colours we want to do, and this is a sample of the colours here. We do a bunch more. Obviously, we had to do white. I like white in like this bright sunshine. I like white at night. I like white in murky water. We've got the slightly darker colours, which I love in overcast conditions. Then we've got the brighter colours. We do the fluoro yellows. We do the cotton candy. Our colours are strong, and like I've said before, one day I think colour means everything. The next day bass hit anything, it seems, but I like to carry different colours, gives me different options. I'm going to show you how to rig the new smaller size of gravity stick. I've got the pintail here. That's my kind of twitch bait. That's the one I love for twitching around or fishing with an S-curve. And once again, we've done very deliberately the right size hook for the lure. We want to make this all as easy to use as possible and let the complicated bit be with bass fishing, finding them where they are and when. So you take that centering pin, hitchhiker, sprinkle, whatever you want to call it, insert it into the front of the lure in the middle, give it a slight nudge, then screw it on, exactly like you might uncork a bottle of wine. Come up flush to the front of the hook. Obviously make sure the dark side of the lure, or the bit with a slot on the top, that's the back of the lure. The belly's the lighter part. And traditionally, you would have done like that. You would have gone, oh, that's where you put the hook through, but it's pretty imprecise. So what we've done is put a little notch on the belly, and that is where you put the hook point through. There's a hole there. So just do that, come in through that notch, and that naturally brings you out into that weedless slot on the top of the lure. And then you see there how that hook point is now flush. You fish that lure through anything. These weedless hooks are designed when a fish hits you, it drives that lure out of the way, exposes the hook point, bang, it's on. See how, look now, that just comes up, It's in that slot. You couldn't really get more streamlined. I'm going to show you how I would fish the smaller gravity stick pintail, and to be honest, I'll fish the larger pintail like this as well. But you remember how I showed you I really like the smaller pintail on the belly weight hook? You don't have to fish like that, of course you don't. I also really like it, no belly weight, put a weight spike in the back end of it, especially if you're punching through a bit of breeze. It becomes, look, it's a great casting lure anyway, but it becomes a missile. Now, these lures, the trick is, I've got a slight wind in my face, lovely bit of ripple on the water, it's very shallow, very broken, rough as hell ground. The trick is, don't try and overpower the lure. The harder you cast, the more it will tumble. Just smooth. See, that lure has not turned over in flight at all, so a soft plastic is going out like a hard lure. And then I'll tend to, fairly slowly, a kind of twitch, pause, retrieve. I'm trying to get kind of boom, boom like that. Stop, lure drops like that. You know, are you trying to imitate an injured bait fish? Or is it a panicked bait fish? So the pintail is my kind of twitch bait. And look, I love all three. The paddle tail and the pulse tail, whack them out, wind them in. The paddle tail gives you that real kind of thump, that kick, 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 kick. You can feel it on the rod tip. And the pulse tail, the body of the lure is not moving, that tail is pulsing. And I love them all in different situations. I love the pulse tail calm, especially at night, I love it. The pintail situations like this, a little bit of lift on, a little bit more bounce. The paddle tail, you know, that thump kind of says, hello fish, come to me. So smooth, it's nice smooth cast, that lure's not turning over in flight, and just twitch, twitch, pause, twitch, pause. And the secret with this soft plastics fishing, you're going to get two kinds of hits generally. You're either going to get that hit you can't miss, bang, fish on, or you'll get that tap, which I tend to think, it's this bass flanking the lure. I think it's trying to stun the lure, the prey, with its gill plates. So you're fishing like that and you get tap, tap. You've got to almost control the excitement. You know me, I get horribly overexcited. Just try and, you get tap, keep fishing, and then you'll get that whack. It's the most, people say, oh, I love surface lures. I love surface lures as well. But plastics is so kind of touchy-feely. It's really, you're so connected with the lure. It's kind of, the rod becomes a wand, and yeah, the tug is the drug. I love that hit, that tap, or that thump, or that bang on plastics is just, you know, a hard lure is like reeling into a brick wall. Boom, he stops. But the plastics is so touchy-feely, and like I say, I can fish any kind of ground and never worry. Sure, you're going to lose the odd lure, but I lose so few of these lures fishing the most evil ground. Just twitch, twitch, pause, twitch, twitch, pause. And another way I'll fish the pintail, I really like this way, is you've got to have the confidence it's going to work. And the first time I really tried it, you know, 5-6 pound bass jumped on the end, so I know it works. Cast out, smooth again, let it settle, fast retrieve, stop. Let's put an S curve on the lure, fast retrieve, stop. Puts an S curve, then when you stop, that lure kicks, and then I almost just, again, is it a dying bait fish? Has the bait fish been stunned? S curve, reel, stop. Reel, stop. And you've almost got to fight your instincts because you want to keep retrieving, but don't. Boom, stop. Boom, almost take your hand away, stop. Keep that line tight, and that lure does that, like that, and then hopefully when you pick it up again, bang.